onto the matter in hand, Usyk Bellew for all the belts. Obviously, Oleksandr Usyk has very swiftly turned his amateur form and success into professional ranks. Where do you think, should Bellew beat him? Where does that rank in British wins?
I think he goes down as an all-time British legend. I mean, you have to say he goes down as a British great anyway. He's won British, Commonwealth, European, world titles. He's beat David Haye twice. Now he's fighting in the first ever four-belt undisputed fight in British boxing history. So he has to go down as a British boxing great, but he goes down as an all-time great if he wins this. He goes down as a pound-for-pound star of the sport. And we're talking about Tony Bellew. Now, that's why this story is so incredible, because it's a guy that, you know, people were dismissing at light heavyweight, moved up, won a world title, and now he's on the verge of being the undisputed world champion. So it's an incredible story, but in front of him he has a man who is exceptional, who is a genius, who is a wizard in Oleksandr Usyk. But I just wouldn't back against Tony Bellew. And I wouldn't back against Bellew in front of 20,000 people at Manchester Arena. And you know, we know how tough the fight is, but it's going to be a very, very exciting.
I know Darren Barker, the success with him meant a lot to you because he's your first signing and stuff, but Tony Bellew, in terms of what he's done with Matchroom, it seems like he must be one of your biggest success stories.
Without doubt. And you know, the plan is always to make sure that the fighter can leave the sport of boxing financially secure, but also having felt like they've done everything right, there's no regrets, you know. And if Tony didn't take this fight, he would have regretted it for the rest of his life. So that's why he's taking the fight, for that reason and for the fact that he wants the legacy. He's got all the money in the world, doesn't need the money. This is purely about legacy. This is his last ever fight. So you know that on November 10 he will give every ounce of his soul to try and deliver and go down as a great.
Yeah, he joked up there that it would definitely maybe be his last fight. Do you think this is the last time we'll ever see it?
It has to be, because what can you do, you know? Other than going up to heavyweight and fighting Wilder or Joshua, which we wouldn't let him do and he wouldn't want to do anyway, you've done it. You know, you've done it. And that's why I just believe he's so dangerous in this fight, because this is it. You know, it's not like, oh, well, come have a rest and come back. This is it. So I'm offering you my soul. This is how he will be in this fight. Every ounce of everything I've got to try and do this, because that's it. There's no more. Sit on a sofa, watch a football, eat burgers, and that's it. So you know as a fan that you're going to get unbelievable value because it's Bellew. And not only is it Bellew giving it his all, it's last chance saloon, or last, not even a chance, roll of the dice for Bellew. So he's, you know, Usyk knows. Usyk's definitely looking past Bellew because he's that confident, but he also knows this is a very, very tough fight.
Just finally, without wishing for you to go into the details of it, presumably he made more money in the David Haye fights than he will in this fight, or not?
No, depending on bias, very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you expect it to do well?
Yeah, really well. I mean, you have the issue of Usyk is a god within boxing terms, but to the casual fan, you know, we have to educate them and let them know how good he is, and I think we'll do that. And there's enough tape and enough people talking to spread the gospel of Oleksandr Usyk. So it's not going to be an AJ pay-per-view, but it's going to do serious numbers.